and let me tell you a little story. The great fight scene that they have, it was supposed to be Baptiste. That
Oh,
in the script that in the script I read. So that's why I was scared, because I saw the footage of Brent Foster, and I said,
yeah,
I have a fight scene with this guy. I'm not a martial artist. I'm an actor.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've done some action, but never that kind of action. So I flew to LA thinking that I was going to fight this guy, and fortunately, Luke, Luke, Luke came into reason and gave the fight scene to to Chris' character, and the fans are gonna be thrilled because they have a great fight scene. But it was supposed to be me, so
Wow.
I saved my neck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Action, firepower, martial arts. We're going to talk about all of that on today's Movie Dojo episode. And joining your boy Preston, Fat Samurai Guy, in the dojo today. I have two legends with me. Up first, he is a legend of the craft. He's a legend of the craft. He's been a part of tons of movies and TV shows. Plutarco Haza, welcome to the dojo.
Hey, how are you, my friend?
he's in he's in fight mode. He's in fight mode. That's right. Baptiste is in the house, son. Yeah, man. Thanks for being here. Watch out now. Watch out now. And speaking of throwing the punches and throwing them kicks, son. You guys, you know him, you love him. Kris Van Dam, welcome to the show, brother.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's good seeing you again, Plutarco.
Hey, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I got to blow up the background here because we were talking earlier about our nerd background, our nerd and movie
Yeah.
anime geek backgrounds.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of shit over here.
Yeah. Seeing some Mario. We got some
Yeah, some
you know,
Pokemon
Miyazaki.
stuff.
Yeah, man. How cool. How
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, thanks for joining today and hanging out. Of course, I'm a big fan of your father's work. Shout out to Pops. That's right. Shout out to JCVD, son. And you know, you were a part of some of my favorite projects with your father here. Universal Soldier franchise, The Quest, and three underrated, in my opinion, underrated action movies here. Six Bullets, man. Six Bullets, Enemies Closer, Dragon Eyes. Really enjoyed you in Six Bullets for sure, man. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But we are here to talk Mexicali. That's right. Written by the legendary Jesse V. Johnson, who's been on the channel several times. That's right. One of the best action directors going today. He knows action, so he wrote the script for this. That's right. And directed by Luc LaFontaine, another legend of the craft with martial arts action and stunt work. You know, he is absolutely phenomenal. So, man, when you guys got the call to be a part of this project, what was your reaction? We'll start with Plutarco.
My reaction, well, it was obviously I was thrilled, but my case was an emergency case because the actor who was supposed to play Baptiste, he went to another project, so they called me like at the last time. So it was like, we have this role for you, and I read the script. I couldn't believe it because it was a great character in a great script in an action movie. I've been dreaming about doing an action movie because I grew up in the 80s, 70s, 80s. So I saw the Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris and Van Damme and the Mel Gibson, Bruce Willis. So I dreamt of having an antagonist in this kind of movie, but I was also scared because it was like in 3 weeks. So I had like
Wow.
like a scene, 9 pages scene. I have fight scenes. I have action. So I was a little bit scared, but I was thrilled.
Copy that. Copy that. But you are a veteran, sir. You know, you killed it. You killed it in the movie, man. We're going to talk about your character in a little bit here. But Kris, what about you? When you got the call, you were like, "Wait, hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm going to have a fight scene with Bren Foster." What?
Yeah. It's funny because we just finished. We just wrapped on Star Wars fan film that I directed and wrote, and it's part of a bigger thing I wrote. But anyway, Luke was the choreographer on that because Luke is a friend of my co-star Rich Manley, who's also a very, very talented actor and martial artist and magician, really. But Luke called me and said, "Hey, I have this. I got this role for you, and it's I love Luke. He's such a dear friend. He's a great guy. He walked me through the character, and I fell in love immediately because I just I love playing like Plutarco. I love playing antagonists more so than protagonists. Just personally, they're more complex to play, and I enjoy that process.
Yeah.
But he reached out to me and told me that, and so I started preparing and growing that character. When he told me about Bren, I didn't really know who Bren Foster was at the time. I've heard of his name here and there. And then when he showed me the videos, I said, "Oh, yeah, I've seen this guy come around. He's growing right now, and he's really nice guy. Very easy to work with. Very talented. Very, very good at adaptation, and one hell of a martial artist. Very, very good Taekwondo champion." So yeah, working with him was nice. It was hard. It was good to be brought back into the mix of fighting.
Nice. And yeah, speaking of, go ahead.
And let me tell you a little story. The great fight scene that they have, it was supposed to be Baptiste. That in the script that in the script I read. So that's why I was scared because I saw the footage of Bren Foster and I said,
Yeah.
I have a fight scene with this guy. I'm not a martial artist. I'm an actor.
Yeah.
I've done some action, but never that kind of action. So I flew to LA thinking that I was going to fight this guy, and fortunately, Luke, came into reason and gave the fight scene to Kris' character, and the fans are gonna be thrilled because they have a great fight scene. But it was supposed to be me, so I saved my neck.
Wow. That is hilarious fun fact. You still would have did it though. I think you still would have did it.
Yeah,
you would have been nervous, but you still would have did it.
Yeah, but there was no time. I arrived like 2 days before shooting, so for a fight scene like that, and in this level, I needed like a month of rehearsal. So I would do it, but in 3 days that was that it didn't make sense.
Copied that. Well, they called out for Van Damme. That's right. To answer the call.
Yeah.
That's right. To fill in
and
the
for
gap.
me, why fight if I have a Van Damme here? So why fight me myself?
Smart boss.
Oh man, but I enjoyed both of your characters. We're going to get into it in a little bit here. But yeah, after I saw Life After Fighting with Bren, it blew me away. Like this movie really it blew me away. And in terms of like modern day martial arts movies that have been released now, it's one of the purest modern day martial arts movies I've ever seen. Pure is the word because it focuses on martial arts. It surrounds itself with martial arts, and the theme is martial arts. And usually with a lot of martial arts movies now, there's a little bit of both. There's action and there's gunplay and stuff like that, which is what I love about Mexicali because you have both. But Life After Fighting really blew me away because it was just like this is like old school, man. Like we're just focusing on just martial arts, and I loved it. But Mexicali, we're gonna crank it up to 11. We're gonna add some gunplay, and it's just a whole bunch of explosions, shenanigans, intensity, all kinds of great stuff. And Plutarco, I don't want to spoil anything here, but even you got in on some of the action a little bit. We won't spoil or talk about that. But it was cool seeing you in action as well, my friend. But speaking of action, let's go ahead and show the trailer right here, baby, of Mexicali. Hold on to your butts.
Call me John. Fighting is the only thing I'm good at.
That was a soldier for hire.
Why move here?
It's a better climate for avocados. And Estrella's here, mate.
You know you can't keep your hands off me.
It's a border town. It attracts bad people.
Think you're something special?
Just a farmer, man.
Marco, he ran into some trouble.
Okay. On your knees, pinche frijolero. Okay.
I don't understand.
It followed us home. I had no choice. We're in danger.
Hope I'm not disturbing you. They did in fact find a shallow grave with the son of the most powerful mafia boss in Nuevo Laredo.
I'm not sure for how long, but you and I, we have to go.
Look, I'm sorry.
If he's alive, we will find him.
This man's gonna cause us trouble.
I have a plan for him.
This place is the only thing I've ever been a part of that was any good in my life. You tell me you're gonna give me violence, yeah? Well, show me some violence.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey. Ho. What? That movie scratches the martial arts action itch, baby. Oh yeah, man. Really loved the film. Really enjoyed it. Bren the Beast Foster was a beast once again. Seeing him on screen doing his thing. But you two really, I'm gonna call you two the scene stealers of the movie. Both of you are the scene stealers. Every scene you guys are in, you can't take your eyes off of both of you. And you guys had both of you had great chemistry. And again, I can't spoil what happens a little bit later to your characters, but let's have some more fun here. We're going to show the trailer again, and I would love to hear both of you behind the scenes commentary, how you put the movie together, talk a little bit more about your characters. Let's do it. All right. So how long did it take to film the movie, Kris?
I think well, my character was about 12 days of shooting. I'm guessing it was around maybe 18 or so, I think, total. If I remember correctly, maybe early 20s.
Wow. That's impressive. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was. They were on a very, very tight schedule for sure. And with all the fight scenes and stuff going in and out of the mix and the pre-production stage and the early development stage of stuff, they got a lot done for the time frame they had.
Yeah, and this is how you open up a movie right here. it's a plethora of amazing fight scenes, right, Plutarco? This is how you open
why
up
wait?
a movie.
Why wait? Just to have fight scene in the first scene, and it's amazing. I was very surprised. Obviously, I knew I was coming with the top professionals, but in this tight schedule, you have to have the specialist always ready. Brent Foster and all the guys doing the fight scenes. Jesse V. Johnson on the set, always changing the script and adding things. Luke with his passion and coordinating everything. All the guys from props and from special effects. The actors, we had to be very, very sharp because we had to do everything in a very few takes. So I was amazed of in this tight schedule, all the things that could happen, and when I see the final product, you could believe this was like 3 months or something of a shooting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it was a very tight like we, between also like recreating things and rewriting things in sequences, kind of like Plutarco's fight being transferred over to mine last minute and all this stuff, then rehearsing that with guys like Bren and also like Gavin Taragawa, who was involved, is a really good friend of mine now, and his cousin Yoshi, all really great. The whole stunt team was amazing. They were very great guys, and they made it work easy for us before we even started shooting. Props team was great. Special effects department was great. They were on point. Luke did a great job as his first directing. Luke, a little bit of Luc Lafontaine. He's a theater thespian. He did theater in New York City for many years. He's a very, very talented actor, and he knows how to direct actors really well. He knows how to tell a story. He knows how to speak to actors. And
Yes.
Jesse's an action guy, so Jesse, together they really work quite well, and they did a good job on this film. I'm very impressed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love the scene here. How he pushes Bren and Bren barely budges.
The guy's a bard, dude. He's a brick wall. He's very strong,
he
very
like
strong.
he like barely moved at all. It's great.
He's a very strong guy.
So good. Oh man. And she was great too. Shout out to Tanya.
Tanya's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Tanya is amazing, and she's an amazing actress. And what you see in this trailer and you see in the movie is the intensity that you see on screen is intensity that you could smell on the set of everybody, all the actors, Luke, Jesse. At the beginning, Kris was asking me for my scar because even doing the scenes with the stunts, they took care of me, but they were so intense that every take they were doing the scene with more intensity and with more strength. So in the fifth take, the stunt was with a knife, and in the first ones I could just put my hand and the knife would not go to my face, but in the fifth take it went like it was a plastic knife, but it cut me. I didn't
Oh
cut.
no.
Yeah, I didn't say cut. So
Yeah.
we went through the scene and it became amazing. But you can tell that you have to be very focused because
Yeah.
everybody look wanted everything to look very real. Not only the fight scenes,
Yeah,
but the acting too. He wanted to be very realistic. And very intense.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
He's big on that.
Yeah.
And Plutarco is we had our trailers next to each other, so I would come out of mine and he would be rehearsing his lines, and the guy had pages of dialogue. And I see him out there, and we'd rehearse together, and just randomly we'd cross by. He'd start reading lines, I'd read with him, and then it's beautiful. The synergy became this mandatory mission to make sure that you're refined, like a clock, like a watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got a lot of guidance from Plutarco throughout this film as an actor and as a mentor, also as a character mentor. So I hybrided both together because I like that approach in terms of getting into a character. But he's very enjoyable to watch as an actor. He's
Oh
very
yeah.
yeah. He's a great performer. You are, Plutarco. You're a very, very solid
Thank
character
you.
actor. A
You're
big
Yeah.
very kind.
inspiration for me. No, it's true. When the first no, it's true. Yeah, yeah. The first scene we did together, I knew immediately the type of level we're going to be at for the rest of the movie, and it was
Yeah.
great. It felt so right.
And,
Copy
and
that.
for me too, it was a pleasure to work with you. But what I think in movies, you have very very little time to develop chemistry with the actors. So these things that it may sound like I'm trying to guide Kris or whatever. I was trying to build a bond with him, similar of what Baptist has with Ruthie, so we can use that in the scenes, and it worked because
Yeah.
it wasn't even in the script that it was the things that happened. I don't want to spoil, but all the scenes had layers and complexity because of the things we worked outside, because you don't have time when you're on the set. So I was deliberately trying to bond with him, because I knew that we depend of each other. So
Yeah.
it's a little generosity, but it's most interest that I wanted to that the spectator can feel that we are like big brother and little brother.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Like I said, you guys had great chemistry together. But I have to, I got to blow it up here. Hold on, let me get back to it. I got, I got to show my man here. Look at it. Look at this. Look at
Great
this
look.
styling and profiling, son.
It's
Look
a
at this
great
guy.
color for you, Plutarco. That tan suit. Still
look
today,
at-
man. I love it.
Look at this
Yeah,
legend here.
the
Now,
people from custom were so good too. I'm a Mexican drug dealer, like a consigliere, bloody consigliere, and they but he's more he aspires to be, he want to be more classy than the other drug dealers. So he's they gave me that like an Andy Garcia look. And Jesse said, please be on your back and then just turn, and he gave me the best take with that scenery. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's such an imposing moment when he turns to the camera. You're like, okay, someone who has class finally and
yeah,
can talk. You know.
yeah.
So when
But I love
he
this.
yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to spoil the scene. But this scene right here, I mean, we've had some great action, some great fight scenes, some amazing camera work, all that stuff up to this point. But when it gets to this scene right here, Plutarco, this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, man. When it's
Mhm.
just you and Bren kind of having, you're both sitting down and talking to each other. That's it. There's no action, there's no fight. You're just speaking to each other, but you're both trying to figure each other out. You're both sizing each other up. And it's like you're really intimidating, man, just from talking. And you're just eating and talking and drinking. That's it. But you were like really intimidating. And just the way Bren's eyes looked, and the way he looked at you, he was just like, he's like, this guy's trying to figure us out. You know, what's going on here? You know, we got to be careful with this guy. But just the not the physical fighting battle back and forth, but it was the dialogue battle between you and Bren, which was really great. It's one of the best scenes in the film with you and him.
Yeah,
sitting down at that table.
it's written so perfectly. When I read the script, I that was my favorite scene, because for an actor, it's very rare that in a movie they give you this kind of scenes, and I always watch the Tarantino films, and I said I would love to play something like that, a big scene, just sitting there with tension, with pages and pages of two guys, like the De Niro Pacino scene in Heat, or
Yeah.
and I had it in my hand with 3 weeks in a foreign language for me. So I took it very seriously when I was in Mexico preparing, and I enjoyed it a lot. Play it with Tanya and Bren. It was an amazing scene to play. I didn't want that day to end, because I was enjoying so much.
Yeah, and shout out to Tanya too, where she, you know, her character at that point was you could tell she's nervous, but yet she's still trying to be hospitable to you and stuff like that. But you could tell she was nervous at the same time. So yeah, just great directing, great acting, great scene. One of my favorites. I just wanted to stop and highlight this scene. Yeah, the
And
verbal
the difficult
battle
part
right
of that
here.
scene for me, and Jesse and Luke were very helpful with that, is that you tend to, if you're the bad guy, you tend to play the intimidation and to be scary, and this was the opposite. they let me be charming
Yeah. Yeah.
and play it the opposite way, and it became more scary to
Yeah.
see Baptiste so charming in that scene.
Yes. Yes. Well said. But yeah,
That's
look
what
at
makes a good villain. I love when villains are able to have those layers. You know, it
yeah.
makes them that's personally why I enjoy watching them and playing them more than the protagonists, because not to say that Prince Charming is one dimensional. I mean, look at Brent's character. This is very multi-dimensional, but a character like Plutarco's character Baptiste, he's got all these aspirations we don't know about, and all this stuff, and all these layers
Mhm.
that you uncover without spoiling anything too
Yeah.
much. You want to know more about him.
Yeah.
It's first it's a suit and glasses, then it's character, and then there's more to this guy, and then you have his team, and then you start seeing the hierarchy, who's where, and how important his character is, and then why a guy like Bren is intimidated by a guy like that. That says a lot, especially in the story writing of things.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and my inspiration, maybe this can be interesting, that these 3 weeks I saw a lot of movies from Christopher Walken, John Malkovich, Gary
Yeah.
Oldman,
Nice.
all these great character actors who plays villains in Alan Rickman in Die Hard, who plays villains in action films, and they elevate these action films with their complexity and charm, and I said I want to play something like that.
Yeah. And those are all like the best action movies,
Yeah.
the ones that have
Mhm.
the most memorable villains.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
of course.
yeah. I mean, I've come across so many action movies where the action's great, and I still had fun with it, but you don't remember who the villain was. You don't remember his name.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
uh, but the ones with the like Alan Rickman and Die Hard, you remember his
Yeah,
lines. You remember his
amazing.
dialogue. You remember his his character. You know, Hans.
Gary Oldman in The Professional, great.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. Right.
or Malkovich in Con Air. In Con
Yeah,
Yes.
Air, Malkovich.
great.
Oof,
Yes.
amazing.
Yes,
Great,
for
great
sure.
performance. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
Sayonara,
Gary Oldman in
Brian.
the Professional.
Yeah.
with the song.
Everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Had to, had to throw that in.
everyone.
Oh man, yeah. But back to this scene here. Look at Brent. Look at Brent's face here. He's like this. He's like this motherfucker. He's
Yeah.
like this guy sitting across from me in my house. But yeah, great scene, great stuff here. But things really get intense.
This guy, he's one of the line producers.
yeah.
Oh
This guy.
wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, and,
He has a
and
look.
he's
Oh, yeah.
amazing in this character. He was associate producer.
Wasn't
Nice.
his name
He's
was
from Russia. He's from Russia.
Sasha, right? Sasha, right?
Sasha,
Was
yeah,
it Sasha?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He
from
Sasha
was good. He
Russia.
has a great face for camera.
Yeah. He's
Wow.
great.
How cool. Look at that.
He's like an evil Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, okay. Brent throwing down here. Oh, this machete fight, man. Oh my goodness.
That's what Luke's good at. That was Luke's
Oh.
truck too in the background there. But that's Bren's. That's his specialty. One of his specialties is machete fighting, and he's very good at knife stuff. Hence, I don't know if you've seen, but Luke's discussion on Star Wars on the corridor on YouTube, he talks about why, where, how, when. Wielding that versus a sword makes sense. I mean, the guy knows his real estate when he's armed with a knife or blade of some kind, and that's his main thing. Is real estate is key with this. And if you look at this moment here, there's a lot of real estate being used, abused, played with, but abused in the right ways. There's no overlapping. There's no stupidity to every strike. The blades are not reversed and being spun around and all this nonsense. They're forward like Silat experts, and they're going
Right.
at it, and it
Yeah.
makes sense. It makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah,
fights felt
and-
very real. Very real.
And when you were in on the set, you would think, if you were walking by, that it was a real fight scene, because it was in real time, and for me that was amazing. I think maybe the Jackie Chan movies and Bruce Lee's movies were that way because it wasn't cut. It was like a real fight and
Yeah.
again and again and again. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
it
Yeah.
was. You're so right. What Plutarco is saying is true. What you see here is what was happening on the day.
Yeah,
It's true.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
that's how
Yeah.
fast these guys are going, and how they really put their money where it counts in terms of the choreography and the actors chosen. You know.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Look at that guy. Plutarco's taking aim, baby. He's taking
That was
aim.
great. That was a fun day.
Look at this guy. You know, it's you already answered my question earlier, Chris. I was gonna ask you, do you enjoy playing villains more than heroes? And you already answered that. But yeah, you're great, man. You're
Thank
really
you.
good.
Thank you.
But yeah, you guys are great together, man. It's so good. But
We're definitely a dynamic duo.
yeah, look at the silent walk. The silent walk up. Look at this. Yeah, you don't want to mess with this dude. You do not want to mess with this.
Plutarco has the profile that belongs on a dollar bill or a coin. You know,
Yes.
it's got that very nice profile that belongs on a coin, like a stamp.
Yes.
from the
But
ancient
this
Greek.
yeah,
Yeah, brother.
but this shootout at the end, man, was so satisfying. So good.
Mhm.
It's intense.
Yeah, that-
Crazy.
Yeah.
Look, even Tanya again.
Yeah.
It's
It's just crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, they thought about everything because they gave my character, that is the antagonist, the villain, complexity and charisma. They gave Tanya, that is always the princess in distress, but here she kicks ass too, and they
Yeah.
gave complexity and charm to Chris' character. They even in this velocity and being the martial arts, the principal focus, there was always certain things, certain layers of everything, and Luke was so good at it, and he wanted to do that. And Tanya is perfect in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did a
And
great
I
job.
enjoyed her character. She at some point she's just like, teach me. I want to learn.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, all right. Yeah, she's like you said, Plutarco, she's not a damsel, in distress, She wanted to get in on the action too, which I like that. But yeah, she
Yeah.
was great. Everybody did a phenomenal job. Look at that. Look at this handsome guy right here. Look at this guy. And of course, see, there's you getting in on the action, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Chris right there. Look at that. And
Good lighting. Pascal, the DP, is great. He's very good.
But when you guys were sizing each other up, Chris, and then soon as you threw the kick right here, boom. Soon as you threw that kick, I was like, it's on. It's
Yeah.
on, man. It is
That
on.
was a very, very. The fight was originally a bit, I want to say longer, but more traditionally shot. All right.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
then they because of timing constraints, we had to make it one shot where the camera is moving around 180. There's a precursor area. I'm not going to give away anything here to this sequence in which my character knows he's there, and he starts, as every villain does, monologuing. And we had to, I don't know why, I think timing constraints, they had to kind of compress it, water it down slow with choice of shots and choice of ADR. And for whatever reason, it still carries the effect needed, obviously, but there was such a great moment before this fight that unfortunately it's not in the film between Bren and I acting wise. I'll spoil that much because you won't see it.
Okay, sure.
But it was a great piece of acting between Bren and I remember when we finished, it was two takes we did, and Bren came over to me and he said, keep hitting me with that gold, mate. Keep hitting me with that gold. And so we went up and did it twice, and it was a beautiful, beautiful monologue scene in which it exchanged the two cameras, close on him, close on me, and it was just, you felt this rivalry without even knowing it. That this guy was so. See, my character in this is very. He's a showman, right? He likes to be. He knows he's smart enough, but he's not. He's threatened by Bren's character, and so he's terrified to face him. Believe me, Ruthie is very terrified to face him, but he's kind of loose. He's got a screw loose in his head, so he's he's gonna do it anyway. And he gets his, well, we'll see what happens. But the point is that build up is there now, but it's from 100%. Let's give it like 38%, which hopefully maybe one day Jesse and Luke can do like a alternate edit where we have different version, because it really, what it does is it builds the reasoning behind why Plutarco's character is so mentored or maybe inspired by Ruthie's character, because Ruthie looks up to Plutarco in so many ways. There's maybe a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of layers there that are now more streamlined, which is fine. It's definitely a choice, but you still feel it because the performances were very powerful. And what Plutarco and Tanya and Bren and myself and other actors did was we really at all times had to be sharp. Like Plutarco said before, we had no choice but to be ready. And so that gave the illusion of years of history of friendship and rivalry and all this other stuff that is thrown at the audience as if we know these characters for 20 years or 15 years or 10 years. And you feel that. But now it's a bit more bullet. Before it was more theatrical, which was great too, because it's very real. But
yeah, it's still
it is what it is.
You have seen the movie, Kris?
I got to see I got to see a screener. Yes.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet? I thought they would send you something. Oh, okay.
No, I haven't seen it. I just saw the when I did the ADRs, the dubbing that we have to do as actors because of something technical. I saw some scenes, but just that.
I'm going to talk to Ariel to send him a screener to you, so that way you can get your eyes on it. You should be watching it. You should watch it.
Yeah.
It's been disadvantage with you too.
But here's the thing. You'd think so, but I got a message from Tanya saying I saw the movie, and I was like, I didn't see the movie. She's like, so now it's a domino effect of having the movie been sent around. I'll talk to Ariel today about it.
Cool. Yeah, we got to get my man the screener. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, as soon as you threw this kick, man, I was like, it's on, and I enjoyed the back and forth of the kicks, the grabs, and grips.
Oh yeah, no, Bren's style of fighting is really great, and it makes sense. Also, it's not just nonsense. It actually is body weight usage. We were supposed to have 2 fights, and one was pulled, which would have been great because you're expecting 2 fights.
I was expecting it. Yeah,
expecting 2 fights, and then of course life interjects, and life things happen.
Yeah,
but it would have been great to have another fight with Bren, because he's very good on the fly about working things out. But Luke really, like Luke, you would throw a kick or throw a punch, and Luke would say, no, that doesn't work, and I'll tell you why. And then he'll explain to you why, and it'll make sense, because your character would not do this for this reason in this time. But now that you've evolved after learning, because now you've been humbled by this guy, this farmer, now you're facing him, and the last fight was supposed to be a little bigger, but due to timing reasons, I guess it was pulled, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, because I was expecting that, but still, it was a great back and forth between you two. It's still
it was
still
good.
A fun fight. Kind of a dream match, if you will. I
hope to have a second one with him in another film, maybe something else. Maybe Ruthie's twin brother comes back, and this time he doesn't have a goatee and his hair is blonde. I don't know.
I would watch that. I
know.
Oh, man. But this was an absolute blast hanging out with both of you today. And look at these handsome guys. Look at these handsome lads right here.
Great photo.
So it's
my wife took that photo.
Oh, nice. How cool.
Yeah, she's a photographer. She took that photo. She took some nice shots behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's so cool. Shout out to the wife, for sure, the missus, the queen.
Look at that scorpion belt. Oh my God.
I know, right? This is what it's all about. Talented filmmakers coming together, actors, and creating something special. And Mexicali is special. It's definitely on my one of the best action movies of the 2026 list. It's going on the list, baby. That's right. That's right. So March 13th, Mexicali will be unleashed. That's right. So make sure you guys check it out. If it's playing in the theater near you, go watch it. If not, watch it on demand. Buy the Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, this was a blast. You too. This is your second home now. You guys are welcome to come on back anytime. That's right.
Thank you.
Before we wrap
Thank
it up,
you very much.
before we wrap it up for today, because these guys got filmmaking to do. Plutarco, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans and followers?
Hey, please see Mexicali and contact me on my Instagram or Facebook so I can see what you think, because we made this film with a lot of passion and hope and always thinking in the audience, and we're hoping that you perceive that passion and that it translates to 2 hours of exhilarating action and fun.
Yes, yes. Kris.
I would say something similar, like Plutarco said. Guys, thank you for the support, and reach out whenever. We're always around to do the best we can for you guys. We're here because of you, and don't forget to do push-ups and stay healthy every day.
There you go. Oh, look at that. It's the gun
Oh,
show.
I forgot the
The gun
last
show.
3 months to do that. Sorry.
That's right. I told you. You have to do it. Come on, brother.
sorry. I need
You look
another
fine, bro.
action film to stay in shape.
You're a method actor. You're going back into another role. I know. Don't worry.
Kris has the muscle. I got the fussle. That's right. But Kris, when is that Star Wars project coming out?
Hopefully next year. We're still in post-production.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Got to
It's
come
called,
on back. We got to talk about that, man. When that comes
I would love
out.
to. Yeah, I would love to. It's
Yeah.
called Duel on Statera. Stattera.
Let's go. If everybody watching this right now, Kris ain't bullshitting. He's not a fake geek or fake nerd. Show him the
real
poster,
nerd.
Kris. Show him the poster.
Which poster? Oh, that one.
Yeah. Look at this. I just want to show the proof. This guy. Look at
So-
that.
Wow.
From Jim Kirshner, Irvin Kirshner himself, signed to me back in the 90s. He came to the house because my father gently took a prop from ILM that was hanging at Planet Hollywood and then brought it home. And Jim Kirshner came like a few days later and brought me that poster as a thank you and took the prop back to Planet Hollywood. So
Look at that. So cool. So cool to have that with the.
We're
with
real
the
nerds. We've got it all.
autograph.
Yeah.
See, he's legit. Kris is legit Star Wars fan. So, yeah, but I will include everybody's Instagram and socials in the description box below. So make sure you guys click on that. Follow these two legends on their filmmaking journey. And hey, if you enjoyed yourself here, hanging out with the old samurai guy, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, hype the video, and follow the Movie Dojo podcast right here on YouTube and on Spotify. Mexicali, baby. Let's go. March 13th.
Órale!
Yeah.